I have listed here the most important Shih Tzu food to avoid. While these foods may be safely consumed by people, they should never be fed to Shih Tzu because of the serious health problems they can cause and even kill your Shih Tzu. There are some foods that are extremely toxic and not safe for Shih Tzu to eat, even in small amounts. Knowing what Shih Tzu cannot eat is really important in keeping your dog safe. Here's a list: 21 human foods that can be toxic for your Shih Tzu. Number 1. Caffeine. Caffeine can kill your Shih Tzu, and there are no antidotes. Symptoms include fits, rapid breathing, restlessness, muscle tremors, heart palpitations, and bleeding. Ensure you keep all products with caffeine in them well away from your dog. This includes tea, coffee, cocoa, chocolate, sodas, energy drinks, and so on. This also means the grounds and beans of coffee. Number 2. Onion. Any form of onion can kill your Shih Tzu red blood cells, thereby causing anemia. A Shih Tzu are a small breed, even a small amount of onion can be fatal if not treated fast enough. Onion toxicity in dog symptoms include loss of appetite, vomiting, breathlessness, dullness, and weakness. The following foods are similar to onions in the effects they can cause, so it's best to never feed your Shih Tzu any of the following foods for those same reasons. Number 3. Avocado. Avocados are very dangerous to Shih Tzu, particularly smaller breeds, because of a substance called persin. While it's not necessarily fatal for dogs or cats to consume, the symptoms can be nasty. These include diarrhea, vomiting, and or constipation. If you know your Shih Tzu has ingested avocado, watch for these signs, and if they occur, get him to the vet. The more serious risk is that the big round seed in the avocado can be swallowed and get stuck in your Shih Tzu esophagus, intestinal tract, or stomach. The green avocado peel may cause internal damage because of its sharp edges as it's consumed. Number 4. Raisins. Raisins have certain similarities to grapes and create the same serious problems. Raisins are highly toxic to Shih Tzu, and this also includes jams and jellies that are made from these ingredients. The wisest action is not to include raisins in anything your Shih Tzu is given to eat. Number 5. Plums. Can Shih Tzu eat plums? The fruit isn't the problem. It's the seeds and pit that cause harm. Alongside peaches and persimmons, plums are toxic to Shih Tzu because the seeds can be easily digested. So, there is a double trouble issue with plums. The seeds have been covered, but any jellies or jams with plum, peach, or persimmon seeds can cause major problems for your Shih Tzu. Number 6. Milk and other dairy foods. Is milk good for Shih Tzu? The lactose in all dairy products can cause your Shih Tzu to suffer from digestive problems and diarrhea. Shih Tzu food allergies often include milk, so use caution when giving your Shih Tzu milk. I'm sure you don't want to intentionally make your Shih Tzu sick. Such products can also trigger allergies if consumed regularly. Itchiness is the typical side effect. Number 7. Peaches. Plum and peach pits contain cyanide, poisonous to dogs and people. Shih Tzu are generally clever, but some still don't realize that fruit pits can't be eaten. As with persimmons, peach are extremely toxic because the seeds are difficult to digest by Shih Tzu, so it's wise to not give them to your Shih Tzu at all. Number 8. Walnuts. Walnuts bear some similarities to pecans in that they can cause Shih Tzu harm if eaten. It's because they have a low level of harmful mold that creates negative effects that bear a certain similarity to pecans. If your Shih Tzu eats walnuts, they can also suffer neurological problems, so it's best not to feed your Shih Tzu any walnuts to prevent such problems from occurring. Number 9. Macadamia nuts. I don't like macadamia nuts, so there aren't ever any in my pantry. However, if you love these nuts, keep them away from your Shih Tzu. This applies equally to other products containing these nuts. If your dog does consume even a few, it may prove fatal. 6 nuts are enough to make a dog sick, but because your Shih Tzu is a small breed, it can take just 2 or 3 nuts to make him ill. Number 10. Garlic. Garlic has some similarities to onions as well. They're highly toxic to Shih Tzu and other dogs. The potency of garlic is 5 times greater than onions, so never allow your Shih Tzu anywhere near garlic.
Number 11. Leeks. Are leeks poisonous to dogs? Leeks also belong to the onion, garlic, and shallot family. If your Shih Tzu consumes any of these ingredients, he can become anemic over time, as well as experience other health troubles. You shouldn't force your Shih Tzu to lead an unhealthy, tough life when it's easily avoided. Number 12. Raw eggs. There are dog owners who feed their pets raw diets and tout the benefits of raw eggs for their dogs. But there can be 2 possible problems with giving your dog raw eggs. The first is the possibility of food poisoning from bacteria like Salmonella or E. coli. The second is that an enzyme in raw eggs interferes with the absorption of a particular B vitamin. This can cause skin problems as well as problems with your dog's coat if she's been eating any substantial quantity of them for a long time. Number 13. Fat trimmings. Fat trimmed from meat, both cooked and uncooked, can cause pancreatitis. Meat is an important part of your Shih Tzu diet, but make sure to limit the fat content if you are preparing it yourself. Consult your vet for more information on what kind of meat content your specific Shih Tzu may need. Number 14. Coconuts and coconut oil. A little bit of coconut is unlikely to harm your Shih Tzu, but the milk and white flesh of a coconut is known to cause stomach upsets in dogs. The reasons coconut water should be avoided is due to the potassium in it at high levels too. Number 15. Raw fish. Salmon, trout, shad, or sturgeon can contain a parasite that causes fish disease or salmon poisoning disease. If not treated, the disease can be fatal within 2 weeks. The first signs of illness are vomiting, fever, and big lymph nodes. Thoroughly cooking the fish will kill the parasite and protect your Shih Tzu. Cooked fish like salmon can be an excellent source of protein, good fats, and amino acids. Number 17. Yeast dough. Yeast dough can rise and cause gas to accumulate in your pet's digestive system. This can be painful and can cause the stomach to bloat and potentially twist, becoming a life-threatening emergency. The yeast produces ethanol as a byproduct, and a dog ingesting raw bread dough can become drunk. Before it's baked, bread dough needs to rise, and that's exactly what it would do in your dog's stomach if she ate it. As it swells inside, the dough can stretch a dog's abdomen and cause severe pain. In addition, when the yeast ferments the dough to make it rise, it makes alcohol that can lead to alcohol poisoning. Number 18. Xylitol. Xylitol is used as a sweetener in many products, including gum, candy, baked goods, and toothpaste. It can cause insulin release in most species, which can lead to liver failure. The increase in insulin leads to hypoglycemia. Initial signs of toxicosis include vomiting, lethargy, and loss of coordination. Signs can progress to seizures. Elevated liver enzymes and liver failure may be seen within a few days. Candy, gum, toothpaste, baked goods, and some diet foods and peanut butters may be sweetened with xylitol. Always read the label before giving your Shih Tzu processed food. Number 19. Currants. Are currants poisonous to dogs? From the same family as raisins and grapes, currants are toxic and must be avoided completely. The real problem is that currants can be found in numerous healthy foods for humans, including bagels, bread, trail mix, and various other baked foods. For this reason, don't give your Shih Tzu any foods with these particular ingredients in them. Number 20. Cherries. Shih Tzu can safely enjoy eating some fruits, but cherries are one to never give your palm. The leaves, stems, and pits all contain cyanide and are poisonous to people and Shih Tzu. Cyanide poisoning is common among dogs, but the other serious risk is the pits of the cherries because they can cause obstructions of the airways, intestinal lines, and digestive tract in Shih Tzu. Number 21. Nutmeg. You want to know if can dogs eat nutmeg and if nutmeg is bad for dogs. Can dogs have nutmeg? Nutmeg is a common ingredient in foods that are baked. Humans can enjoy it without any problems. However, nutmeg is toxic for Shih Tzu and all other dog breeds. The compound that causes nutmeg to be toxic for dogs is known as myristicin. If your Shih Tzu does consume this toxic foodstuff, he's likely to experience some or all of the following symptoms: dry mouth, disorientation, a rise in blood pressure, abdominal pain, an increase in his heart rate, hallucinations, and the possibility of seizures. The best thing is to never let your Shih Tzu have any baked goods, as many have nutmeg as an ingredient. Even in small amounts, nutmeg may cause diarrhea and mild vomiting. So it's best to never give him any, rather than even a tiny amount.